What's up, Infected, and welcome to the Quarantine. This is just an update video for a few different reasons. So first up on the agenda, the reason I haven't actually uploaded anything in quite a while. Now, back in late November when I quit my job, I registered for class. Today was actually my first day back to school in, close to 15 years, somewhere right around there. Not counting, AIT and all that in the military. So I took all of December, the last, week of January off, all of December, and so far all of January. Now today I've recorded a bunch of reviews, and I know in the beginning of this month I did the Nemesis review, but that's really all I've been doing. Outside of that, I've been playing the games I have on my wall instead of review games for various reasons, which I'll get to. But the past almost 2 months, I've really just been catching up on things that I've been wanting to do versus the things that I had to do, which probably isn't the best thing, and I'll get to that a little bit more in a second. I've finally been playing some games that I've been putting off, beat Breath of the Wild, stuff like that, spending time with the family, all that jazz, because at that point I had time. I was just getting super burnt out, having the full-time job that I hated every ounce of my being, hated that place, plus not having any time because my schedule conflicted with everybody else's schedule, so it was super hard to get people together to actually play games to be able to review. And then by the time I got home, I was just exhausted and all of that. So basically I just been chilling for the past 2 months. So that's basically the reasoning for that. Now, the other reason for the lack of putting up videos is YouTube also demonetized me because I'm not big enough to matter, apparently. So because I have less than 1,000 subscribers, they changed their new rule to where now, in order to be monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers minimum and 4,000 hours of view time within a 12-month cycle. I have the 4,000 hours. I just don't have the 1,000 subscribers. So YouTube basically just gave me the big middle finger and told me to go screw myself, and I'm not big enough for them to give a shit about me. So that was a little demoralizing. And, I don't really do this for the money, but I wasn't making a whole lot of money to begin with, but, getting a little bit, out of it, just knowing that I'm getting some kind of return other than, just the satisfaction, because I do get that. But to have, a little bit of money that I can put off to the side in case something happens or a new great board game comes out that I can't afford, I can pull that money out and go use it, because, again, it's not a lot of money at all. But the fact that they took that meager amount away was a big bummer, and so that also kind of demoralized me and pissed me off quite a bit. But as I said earlier, today was my first day of school. Kind of got me back into the swing of things. Knocked out all my homework because I like a champion. Then I came home, kind of chilled, played some PUBG, and now that everybody's asleep, my wife's at work. Actually, she's been off for about 15 minutes. But went ahead and recorded the 3 videos that will probably come after this to kind of catch up on some reviews. Now, next point that I want to touch on is if you are the designer of or the publisher of Fallen Land or Battle Stations, those are the 2 games that have had for probably close to 3 months now that I've needed to review. And as I mentioned earlier, I haven't really gotten to play a lot of board games in general for the past 2 months because, the holidays, it's been really hard to get people together. People had plans and have been out of the state and all kinds of things. So it's just been really difficult in general to get people together. Plus the rut that I kind of got stuck in and the relaxing and all that. Most of the games we've been playing have been playing games that I already own on my wall of games here. And that's kind of what we've been doing. Every time we've tried to play one of those 2, Battle Stations or Fallen Lands, something has happened. We haven't been able to finish the game. Whether somebody had to go pick up a kid or because both of those are beast of games. With that said, this Friday I should be getting a group together, unless something happens again, to be able to play it. Hopefully we'll be able to get a game or 2 out sometime throughout the weekend, and I'll be able to get that review out. Battle Stations is much more of a monster. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get that out, but I'll be working on it. And lastly on the agenda is where the hell is Kickstart the Week? I don't know how many people actually watched it, or how many people actually watch it or not, or if you guys even enjoy it. If you don't care, let me know in the comments. But I haven't really done anything with Kickstart Your Week. I've done a few podcasts with Gamerati, really cool guys. Probably have a link down in the description for that as well. If you like Kickstarter, check them out. I've been doing their podcast with them as well, but I haven't really done my Kickstart the Week. Mainly because my little rut that I was stuck in, and then when I went to go try to do it, I didn't know where to start. Because I had taken so long off, I didn't want to catch everything up. I know I put out some update videos saying things will be back to normal in a week or two, and that didn't happen. And again, the rut and the whole 9 yards. So I don't know where I'm going to pick back up with the Kickstart Your Week. I want to start doing it again, but there's a few things between that, and I've gotten a few of my Kickstarters in, and they've been disappointing would be a nice way to put it. Statecraft. So that was also kind of demoralizing when I was like, So I'm slowly, there's been a few Kickstarters, like Nemesis, that I did back, but I've been backing less and less Kickstarters because the products that I wind up receiving wind up not really being great, but you know, there are great projects out there. So I'm still kind of brainstorming how I'm going to go about doing all of that. So Kickstart Your Week may or may not be back. I don't know. Let me know down in the description if you liked it, what I should do, whole 9 yards. Now, I think I already said lastly, but this is lastly. I'm thinking about switching up the whole format of this channel, where I try to stay somewhat professional with my reviews. And, you know, pretty much the format that I have. But I'm debating on switching it up a bit, being a little less family friendly, a little less PC, you know, more vulgar, more throwing things. Not really throwing things, but I'm debating on taking a page out of like Angry Joe, Boogie 2988, you know, people like that kind of make more of a character for reviews, or switching up the format in general of how I do it, because the biggest headache of doing reviews is the overview. Because during that overview where I don't script anything, because it's like this part I can script and it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but when I'm teaching a game and having to glance at a script, for some reason the old gray matter doesn't work quite as well up here, and I don't like doing that. So the overview is the biggest pain of doing reviews, because there is a lot of work in the overall process, even if I don't script anything, and I'm trying to figure out a way to still show you the general idea how the game is supposed to be played when I review it, but I don't want to teach you rules. I hate teaching the rules because I have to teach these games already so often to so many different people when I'm playing them for review, and you know, when I'm recording the review, I may miss a rule, or I may misquote a rule, or maybe mix it up with somebody else, even though, you know, we've been playing right, we play by the rules and whole 9 yards, but when I'm recording, it's a totally different monster, and maybe I say the wrong rule. And then afterwards I go, oh, why did I say that? That's totally not even right. But I don't want to have to go back and re-record the whole thing, or even just that segment. So I'm trying to figure out a way to eliminate the entire overview, not the entire overview, but kind of shorten that overview down to where it still gives you the idea, but I'm not teaching you how to play the game. Once I figure out how to do that, like, honestly, I'd almost rather just remove it entirely and just talk about the game. But I don't know. What do you guys think? That's, I think, everything that I really wanted to talk about here. Again, sorry for lack of a better word, the blatant lies that everything will be back to normal in a week, like 2 months ago. Sorry about that. Like I said, it's been a really weird past couple months. But with today going back to school, everything seems to kind of be back into motion. So anyways, if you have any comments, questions, if you'd like to help support the channel now that I'm demonetized, check out the Patreon up there. Share the video. See if I can get that 1,000 subscribers, then I guess I'll be back in YouTube's good graces. Anyways, let me know down in the description if you have any questions, comments, what you think about those ideas. Yeah, just let me know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the holidays. That's what the words I was trying to say. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, great Christmas, and whatever other holiday you support. Was it Samhain, Yule? There's thousands of them, but you get the idea. Hope you guys had great holidays, good New Year's. Hope your hangover wasn't too bad. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time in the quarantine.